Welcome back to Issues. I'm Jane Velez Mitchell. This next story, beyond comprehension. Oscar winner Jennifer Hudson's mother and brother were found shot to death in their South Side Chicago home on Friday. At that time, seven-year-old Julian King, Hudson's nephew, was missing from his bedroom, but the family was still holding out hope that somehow he was alive. Well, this morning, that hope was dashed. Julian King's body was found in a white SUV on Chicago's South Side, where police had been searching. 3 people are now dead in this awful tragedy. And so far, we've heard about 1 suspect. Amy Pathrath is the host of E! News Now. Amy, there was a news conference just a little while ago. Tell us, what is the very latest?
Well, the very latest is that Jennifer Hudson and about 7 family members and friends went down and did identify that body to be Julian King. So it tragically was the body of her 7-year-old nephew. That's about all right now. There has been no weapon recovered. No one has been formally charged.
You know, I have to say it's so upsetting to see a woman like Jennifer Hudson, who pulled herself up from her bootstraps, who was discovered on American Idol. She is not the offspring of some Hollywood insider. This is a woman who came from the streets of Chicago and made it on her own merits, bursting out of American Idol, then really just captivating the world on Dreamgirls, and then to have this happen to her, you know, take her right back down to the streets that she escaped. It's got to be a triple blow to her in that sense.
It's definitely a tremendous blow to Jennifer Hudson. Her career was on fire right now. She has a film out, The Secret Life of Bees. She was getting ready to start a world tour to promote her new album, Spotlight. So for this to happen in the middle of all that is just enormously traumatic for her. It has to be. And how she's going to recover from this, I mean, we'll find out in the weeks to come, but everybody's thoughts and prayers are with her. Hollywood definitely has an outpouring of support going towards her. Randy Jackson released a statement. Barack Obama released a statement to her family. So the support is there. It's just an awful thing to happen to her. A star on the rise, and like you said, she did it all herself. She went through the ranks. She wasn't dependent on a family member helping her out or by her good looks. She really worked hard to get where she is, and it's just awful that this has happened to her in the middle of an enormous career.
And this is a huge mess. The suspect is the husband of Jennifer Hudson's sister, and he is a suspect in the initial 2 murders of Jennifer Hudson's mother and brother, but not yet a suspect in the murder of the child. They were married, they were separated, they were planning on getting divorced. This is the guy who is in jail now. And do we have any expectation of when he might be charged with the 2 initial murders?
Well, there is actually nothing coming out about that. They're holding him as a person of interest, which is basically the same thing as a suspect. They're just not putting that term on him just yet. There were multiple gunshots to Julian King that the Chicago Tribune is reporting. So they are testing the clothing of William to see if it matches some of the gunshot blasts.
This boy was shot inside the vehicle. Imagine the terror this 7-year-old boy went through. He is apparently in the house when the mother, Jennifer Hudson's mother, and brother are shot. So those are his close relatives. Then he's yanked from the house, taken God only knows where, and then shot in the back of this SUV. I mean, that has to be, this is a 7-year-old boy. It is beyond comprehension, the sadism and the violence involved in this crime that, you know, we're talking about motive. What possible motive could you have for killing 3 people? It's beyond comprehension. Amy, thank you. I want to tell you that authorities are looking in one direction at the moment as we've been talking. The estranged husband of the Oscar-winning actress's sister, 27-year-old William Balfour. Balfour is being held as a suspect and has been transferred to an Illinois state facility in the system because he violated his parole for a 1999 attempted murder conviction. That's right. This guy is a big-time loser. Pat Brown, you are a criminal profiler. We are talking about somebody who possibly killed 3 members of his family. Now, you know, we have total compassion for the relatives of those who died, but we have to say this suspect, William Balfour, was convicted of attempted murder several years ago. Julia Hudson, Jennifer's sister, married him 2 years ago. There is a cautionary tale here, and I'm suggesting that that tale is if somebody goes to prison for almost 7 years for attempted murder, please do not let them into your life, because this is precisely what can happen.
Well, I'm with you there, Jane. I mean, we have Jennifer Hudson made some great choices in her life, and unfortunately her sister made some really bad choices in her life. Yeah, she hooked up with a violent, psychopathic criminal. For whatever reasons women do these things, because he was cute, because he said sweet things. And Julia made an interesting comment. She says, my little boy didn't deserve this. And he didn't deserve to die like that. And the sad thing, what women don't understand, is the little boy doesn't deserve to have a stepfather in their life that are criminals. So you got to keep those guys out of your kid's life, because you know, they repeat their behavior. Psychopaths don't change. So you bring that guy into your child's life, and then he starts, you know, trouble between you and him, and then he decides to come back and take it all out on your entire family, which is exactly probably what happened.
Well, you're absolutely right. Of course, we do not know. He has not been charged. We want to absolutely emphasize that this man has not been charged yet. He is considered a suspect in the 2 initial killings of Jennifer Hudson's mother and brother, and he is being held right now, and they're trying to figure out his connection to the murder of the 7-year-old nephew, if any. But we can tell you that his alibi doesn't add up. The police interviewed his girlfriend, and basically there were inconsistencies, so his alibi has holes in it. And here's the other fact I want you to analyze for me, Pat. Balfour and Julia, who is Jennifer's sister, had been separated, okay? He had recently threatened to take the boy who is now dead. He had threatened to take that child away. And this is another warning sign that in these intimate partner crimes, there is usually some kind of foreshadowing.
Oh, absolutely. And this boy wasn't even his boy. I think he just wanted to tell Julia that she could not, you know, have what she wanted, that he would take things away from her. Her family had thrown him out of the house, and then she wasn't in his life anymore, and he was going to take the one thing away that was precious to her. And if you look back at the crime scene, you have 2 dead people in the house, but the boy's missing. You know that there's no home invasion guy going to come in there, kill 2 people, and say, oh, let me take the boy with me. That's not going to happen. That boy's going to be dead in the home. So this was the whole point of the whole object of this was to get back at Julia, to show her who was boss, and she shouldn't have messed with him, because he's going to end up winning, and he apparently did.
And this is the classic profile. You know, people always say motive, motive, motive. When you're dealing with somebody who's capable of doing this, motives are sketchy, because the mind of a criminal is very sketchy. And I have to ask you this, Pat, do you think that Jennifer Hudson's celebrity, her fame, may have played any kind of a role in this? Because you're talking about somebody who's obviously got a chip on their shoulder, resentful. Then it turns out that the woman he's married to, that he's now separated from, has a very famous sister, and he feels excluded from this family that is obviously in some way above him. He's, you know, not cut out for this family, so it feeds his sense of low self-esteem.
Actually, no, I don't think it matters at all. I think when you're talking about a psychopath, they just love that power and control. And what he got taken away from him was that power in that family, not because of Jennifer Hudson, just because they finally probably got fed up with dealing with him, because he's a violent psychopath. They know his true colors came out. He's not going to stay hidden for very long, no matter what he says to them, and they want him away from them, and then at that point, he's going to take his revenge.
Well, you know, you're right in that, in the sense that these kinds of horrific crimes happen every day of the week. The reason we're talking about it is that a superstar got sucked into this because of family patterns, but there is an epidemic of violence in this country that we are going to have to deal with. Pat, I want you back to talk about this more. Thank you so much. We've got more details on the horrific murders of the family members of Oscar-winning actress Jennifer Hudson coming up immediately following this program. Nancy Grace will have the latest at 8 p.m. Eastern.